What's happening, everybody? Steven with you, Bama GA Outdoors. Hope everybody having a blessed day. It's Tuesday, so that's my off day, y'all. But really ain't my off day because I got to put in some work around here. Today, y'all, I got to get the rest of this yard cut. As y'all can see, it's jungled up pretty good. And that's because I can only cut it, like it take me 2 days to cut it now, not because I can't get it done in one day. I used to do it in one day all the time. But since the accident, my body won't let me do more than half the property at one time. So today I'll be finishing back here in the backyard. And I'll be doing back here, this the backyard. And I'll be doing the other side yard over there through that fence where the little barn is at. That's where we used to have one of our gardens. So today, that's what I'm doing. I'm finishing up this. And after I finish the yard, y'all see I got a little red loaded up on back of the trailer. So I got to go to the church. Still doing the garden stuff over there. And we got a little garden class this evening at the church. I got old V running right now, warming up, getting ready to get the slicing and dicing. So y'all hold on and ride with me till we get this yard finished. Later. All right, y'all, I gotta get moving because it's trying to rain and I got a lot of stuff to do today. I can't let the rain hold me up. right, so this what this the side yard look like after I get done with it. That Scag be laying them stripes, boy. And this used to be our garden spot. When we first moved here, we had our garden out here. That's why you see the bare spots. And down there where you see those cross ties, I had them there. My neighbor gave them to me once he quit gardening. And I was using them to try to block the water, because out of his backyard, the neighbor on his other side, when it rains, it just comes straight down the middle of their yards like a river. And it has created a doggone, and up here it flows off hard too, and all of this washed down. But what it did was, I'll walk down here and show y'all, it created this, it eroded away a lot of the dirt and created this like little washed out area. And the camera don't show it good, but this washed out area right here, you can see how the backyard's valley up through there, and it just comes down and then it goes out across here through the woods. And I used to have a lot of crops that got washed out because of that, but I don't put my garden out here no more. I kind of miss putting my garden out here because this area grew unbelievably. And in a few years I may do it again and just kind of rest in this ground a little bit. And so we'll check back with that in a few years and maybe think about putting one out here. But we finna get on over to the church. I'll show y'all what the backyard turned out like. I'm gonna put this old baby up. So this how the backyard turned out. I've had this mower. I bought it brand new in 2018. The first year they came out with the V-Ride 2. And I've had a lot of people ask me if I have a stripe kit on my mower. No, I do not have a stripe kit. I don't run a stripe kit. All I run is high lift blades, and it stripes. As Scags are known to do that without a stripe kit. They just stripe really, really well. And that's one reason I love my Scag. Like, I mean, I don't know if you can see them, but all of this is not good grass. I'll show y'all what this mower does on some good grass. But like, I cut this 2 days ago in the front yard, and you can see these stripes, and I went a different angle. But if I would double cut it, the stripes would be so deep on it, they would just stand out real easy. But that's how the backyard and the side yard came out, y'all. I'm getting ready to head over to the church now, so I'll holler at y'all later. I'll probably do a fishing video real soon, maybe tomorrow evening when I get off work. I might do one tomorrow evening when I get off work, if it don't rain. It's real cloudy today, look like it want to rain, but I got to get over here and get started on this church project. And I'll catch up with y'all on the next one, maybe on the fish bank. Till then, y'all have a blessed one. Peace.